ride 61. This is the last ride, and as long as I don't get a puncture the last time, I have to load up my bike. A bit of melancholy there now after all that riding. 70 different places where I slept. 6,350 kilometers, 6 punctures, as long as I don't get one today. Yeah, it's been great. So I've got 70 kilometers to Kuala Lumpur, 1,000 meters of climbing apparently, and then downhill all the way. Kuala Lumpur, coming out of Kuala Lumpur was quite hectic. So I guess going into Kuala Lumpur will be quite hectic too. But anyway, just take it handy. So of those 6,350 kilometers, 6,200 of them are counted in the 61 rides. The other 150 were short spins on my days off. So my average has been just over 100 kilometers a day. For those of you who've never done it before, cycling to visit countries is really a good slow way of doing things. You really go to places most other people don't bother, because they're just skipping across different towns by using buses and trains. So I'm a bit hooked on this now. I'll have to do another one, of course, sometime. Maybe Africa, maybe the Silk Road. They're the two that are on my mind. Drvla has been fantastic. What a great bike. 520 euros. Yeah, apart from the back wheel completely collapsing and having it rebuilt for the total cost of 25 euros in Thailand, it's been fantastic. And my clicking bottom bracket, which could be solved by tightening things up, but I don't have the correct tools to tighten them up, and I know it's not going to fail. Or I knew, like, it's been clicking for at least 2,000 kilometers, so tis grand. Great bike, well done Decathlon. If you got one, just buy yourself a new pair of wheels and you're sorted. So yeah, I'm on the way, Kuala Lumpur. I'm starting a hill now. It's going to go up for 20 odd kilometers. As I said earlier, 1,000 meters of climbing. Thinking about the highlights, absolutely, there's no question, the highlight of the whole trip was Laos. I'm going to have to come back sometime with slightly wider tyres and do a bit more of Laos, because it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, the second best bit was the Mai Hon Song Loop that Tom suggested I do. That was very good, and fun enough, from Ipoh to Kuala Lumpur through the Cameron Highlands was amazing countryside. Just sometimes there's a bit too many polytunnels because they grow strawberries and lavender and stuff up in the hills, but that's the same in Spain and other parts of Europe. So just normal, the new normal. So also lots of nice people, like tourists like myself or local people. Really been brilliant. It's a great, fantastic way to see countries. So I arrived. The first day I was in a taxi before I even got Drvla. Then I was 4 times on the short ferry to Penang and back. I was on the boat, Mekong, for 2 days. I was on a bus to cross a bridge that I wasn't allowed to cycle across. And that's about it, apart from I had a lift twice for 200 meters when I was walking into a village and back again to avoid getting attacked by a crazy dog. I didn't ask for the lift, they were actually offered to me, so that's how bad the dog must have been. That was in Thailand. So the other day when I was offered a lift with my bike to stay somewhere in the evening to have an evening meal, I didn't have to think about that very much. I'm kind of really happy about having fulfilled, well, I'm not there yet, a full circuit without using public transport apart from ferries basically, or when I was obliged to because it wasn't possible otherwise. So yeah, 6,350 when I finish today, and I'm not wearing a helmet, but I will be once I get to the top of this hill, because coming out of Kuala Lumpur was probably the scariest day of the whole ride. But saying that, as I've already mentioned a few times, I have had zero issues with car drivers and motorbike drivers and lorry drivers the whole trip, especially in Thailand and Laos. In Malaysia, the drivers are a little bit more aggressive and there's a little bit less space on the side of the road, but it's not like Europe, so that's been really, really good. More trouble with dogs, but I've survived the dogs too. I don't know how many times I've been chased, but they're just having a bit of fun. What a fantastic road to finish on. I've got less than 50 kilometers to get to Kuala Lumpur. I'm in the middle of a jungle. I'm climbing. I've got probably another 15-20 kilometers of climbing. Not very steep. I'm actually very close to the new motorway. I can hear it sometimes, but mainly I can hear the noise of the jungle, which is a lovely way to finish. Absolutely. So there we go, 50 kilometers, but I've got 47 because my hotel is this side of town. I've been using my phone for navigation because it's the only thing I've got that actually works, which is a shame because I should be using this, which would be a little bit less or a bit more discreet on my handlebars than my phone is. But unfortunately, Garmin, your software is shite and the frickin' thing stopped working for navigation on day one, even though that's the reason I bought it. So, can I have my money back, please? Really is a lovely road. I'm delighted to have this as my last ride. Woohoo! That's probably the last woohoo of the whole trip, even though this downhill is going to go on for at least 15 kilometers. What a great ride. I've said it before as well, I've enjoyed putting the videos together and I've enjoyed the feedback that I get from different people. It's very much appreciated. Cycling is the priority, the film is not a priority. Some days I have to force myself to get a few clips together to film. Most days it's a bit of a pleasure. Today I'm pulling all the stops out and getting a few extra clips in. And this is a lovely downhill to finish. I'm 20 miles away from Kuala Lumpur. I guess sometime this road will turn into urban sprawl. I'm wondering if I'll get a view of Kuala Lumpur from up here before I'm too low to see it. I'm going to sit here and do the first edit of my film because for once I'm going to make sure I say everything I need to say. I don't put much thought into my videos, I just do them off the cuff, unscripted as it were. But here, if I sit here for a while, I can get to listen to the jungle. This road really has been a fantastic way to end the ride. Of course, I'm not there yet, but it's just amazing. So close to the capital city of Malaysia, riding through jungle. It's just awesome, as they'd say. And there's some monkeys. I don't stop to film monkeys because I was just being prudent. There you go. Look at this, just amazing, just amazing. Beautiful. The last fucking kilometre. I'm gonna do a fucking shoulder roll into the gaff, man. Anyway, the last kilometre, Kuala Lumpur, it was much easier coming into Kuala Lumpur from the direction I came from than it was going out. Much easier, which is a good thing. I didn't even stop to put my helmet on. I'm actually going to go over this railway bridge now, which I'd rather not do, but I've done it before, so it's okay. No, about 12 weeks ago, full circle. Delighted to be here, and that's the last ride. Right, okay.